Have here an expansion for the Zombicide game. They have a couple of different versions out now. They have the base Zombicide game, and then they have another version of it called Prison Outbreak, which is kind of a standalone version. This is the Toxic City Mall expansion, and it requires you either have the base game or the Prison Outbreak version of the game. But it's going to be tiles, I'm assuming, are going to be mall themed. You see, you're going to get a bunch of figures with it, some new survivors, some new zombies. I believe it adds the toxic zombie to the thing. It's going to be 43 minis in total. 4 survivors, 10 zombivers, so undead versions of all the survivors. Looks like some of those undead are going to be the zombiver versions of the ones in the base game. And then you get a bunch of toxic, different versions of the toxic zombies that come in the base game. You get 4 new gaming tiles, and you're going to get a bunch of cards and all the survivor identity cards, a bunch of tokens, and a first player token. So we'll open it up and take a look at it. It's made by Guillotine Games and distributed by Cool Mini or Not. I got it through the Kickstarter when they did it, so I have the Toxic City Mall expansion here, the Prison Outbreak kind of version of the game, and some other little extras that came with it. I'm just going to do some unboxings of those in a different video. There we go. So it's a heavy duty linen style box. Then I'm going to get a additional rules and missions book here. So you get a layout of all the contents visually to show you what you're going to have in the box to make sure you can get everything. An introduction to the scenarios, a description of the new zombies and the toxic rules, description of the zombivers. So I guess when your survivors die, they can turn into zombies. How the new tiles in the mall parking lot work. It's like barricades and how they work, rubble and how it works. An ultra red mode. I'm not sure what that is. Got stashing equipment, playing with 7 or more survivors, additional skills, and then we look like we have the Toxic City Mall missions, and looks like 10 new missions. And then you get your index, a special rules summary, some notes from the designer, and then a quick reference on the back, it looks like. Well, no, you get credits and then kind of some sort of ecology table that looks like it describes what the different zombies can do. So we have a little in the box here. We're gonna get 6 just red dice. We're gonna get a stack of the small cards. There's in that. Going to get some of the clips that you put on your player cards to show you what level of experience they're at. And that comes in that little thing. And then you can have some miniatures in this box. Some miniatures in this box. And you're going to have a package here with your tiles and your player cards, and we have some tokens here. So we got some rubble tokens. You can see the outline of them better. We have some barricade tokens here. Looks like maybe a few door tokens. That's probably the first player token. You can see there's a handful of tokens just on that sheet. We'll open this other one up. So we have our survivor cards here. And it looks like you're going to get new survivor cards for the base game here. And it looks like they've gone with a different design to them. I don't believe they were like this in the base game, but you have your regular survivor and then the zombivor. So how they are when they become a zombie, or maybe not quite when they're a zombie. I'm not sure how those rules work. So you have Ned, he's from the base game. Derek, he looks like he's new. Raul looks like he's new. Elsa looks like she's new. Nemo looks like she's new. Some of these may be from the prison outbreak. I'm not positive. And then Wanda, Doug, Phil, Josh, and Amy are all from the base game. So those are some new cards, and they do feel like they're probably thicker than the originals. They are probably not, though. They are... If they're thicker, they're not much thicker. But you can see, here's the original card. And that's what it looked like on the back. So I don't know what they're going to do about like some of the special edition models they put out, if they're going to have a Zombicide version of those at some point. Those are the survivors. We have some more tokens here. It's like some more doors and some barricades, and then these are, I guess, locations where the zombies come in the board. We have another sheet of tokens just like the previous one I showed. It's just an exact copy. Looks like we're going to have the 4 tiles for the mall and the parking lot here. So we kind of have a street with some shops in it. Looks like we have a entryway here, and the other side of this is going to be a parking lot with a huge wrecked car and some massive gruesome looking stain there. We have another part of what would be the mall. Looks like it's more of a strip mall, maybe, or maybe just at the entrance. But you can see you have the street, some shops, maybe the main entrance to the mall. And we have more of kind of an interior location here. Kind of have the interior walkway and then some shop or some office buildings located in there. You have a street here, and then it looks like maybe this is on the interior of the mall, and you have like a music store and a fast food place. The other side of this is another interior, and you have just some various other locations here. An ice cream store, it's like a little restaurant place, a lingerie shop. You have another outside view of the mall here with the street. It's like a toy store and a shoe store, and then you have the inside of the mall. And here's the other inside thing. You got a sporting goods, a clothing store, and this one's so messed up you can't tell what it is. But those are the tiles you get. So the last thing we're going to look at before the miniatures is the cards you get. So we have some zombie event cards that show you the zombies you get. So I don't know if because they're green, if they're going to be toxic versions. But you can see it has how many zombies come out with each event. And they're the yellow color on the back. We have some new weapons here and equipment. It's what most of this looks to be. So you got a 44 Magnum, a 911 Special, assault rifle, Betty, a couple of submachine guns, some cookies, gas mask, a matched set of sawed-off shotguns, it looks like, flamethrower, some hollow points, laser pointer, meds atomic flashlight, so that's a lightsaber, pause gun, a pan, spare change, and you got a couple of guns with knives under them. And then you're gonna get a bunch of wound cards also. So it looks like this really is an expansion meant just to add some more goodies to the game. So here we have the survivors and their zombie versions. Get them in. Let's see there. They're color coded, it appears. And then these are going to be the ones that are match up with the base game, it looks like. You have a toxic abomination there. So these here are going to be the ones that match up with the base game, and then these look like these are going to be new characters that go with just this expansion. And you have this big skull here for some reason. I don't know if that's the first player token or what that is. So then the other miniatures you're going to get them, assuming they're going to be the zombies. So you'll get some toxic fatty. He's going to have 4 of each of these, it looks like. You're going to have some female walkers, it looks like there. Looks like they may work at a gentleman's club. Have another female walker there. Looks like that one looks like he's a little more distorted and tore up. You have some runners here, and it looks like you're going to get 2 different versions. Yeah, they're slightly different in pose and makeup. Then you have one more, it looks like a slower version there. And these all have that neon green look to them. So that is everything that comes in the Toxic City Mall expansion for the Zombicide game.